everyone, Kate here for a video I'm really looking forward to doing. And I am going to be participating in the Bookbuddyathon, which takes place over the entire month of June. And it is hosted by Elena from Elena Reads Books and Tracey from Flamingo Reads. When I saw Elena's announcement video go up, I just thought all of a sudden, you know what? That seems like something that would be just such a pick-me-up. And so fun for summer, and just, you know, it's such a crazy time right now, and hopefully I just pick some books that really sweep me away, and I am really looking forward to it, especially when I messaged Carolyn from Carolyn's Reading Rambles if she wanted to be my buddy for this, and she said yes. So we've been having lots of fun planning for it, and I am just really looking forward to these books. So there's two sections of challenges. One are book challenges. And so the first is do a buddy read with your buddy. So it's totally doable because Carolyn and I were already planning on several buddy reads, and we've shifted a May one to be a June one. So we have 3 buddy reads we'll be doing, and the first, and this book is getting a lot of hype, and I really, really hope it lives up to the hype for me. And you know me, I don't really do a ton of new releases, so I'm really going out on a limb here, and I am reading the Jane Austen Society. Now, I have heard good things from Emilio at the Instant Reader. Hi, Emilio, if you're watching. And then, Jennifer Brooks. Hi, Jennifer, if you're watching. So they both really liked it, and they both read a fair amount of classics. So that gives me hope that the prose is really beautiful. But it is a World War II historical fiction, which typically I'm kind of like, been there, done that. But it had the Jane Austen hook to it, and it's set in the Chawton House, which is one of the houses that Jane Austen lived in, and people are going to try to kind of sell it. And so a group of unlikely friends band together and try to save the Chawton House. And there's a lot of love for literature in this book. So all of these things. And then the thing that finally tipped me over to, yes, I need this book, is the audiobook I saw on Audible is narrated by Richard Armitage of North and South fame, or The Vicar of Dibley, for those of you who have watched that show. And he's also in The Hobbit. He's in many things. So I just knew I needed that audiobook in my life. So Carolyn also has the audiobook because she's a big Richard Armitage fan also, and she will be doing that. We will also be reading The Blue Castle, and it will be a reread for both of us. I'm very excited. And then I will be trying out, I'm sorry if the air conditioning is mega loud. I hope it's not. I'll be trying out my first Nora Roberts. Nora Roberts is a romance author I've never read, but Carolyn asked me a while back if I would read Vision in White by Nora Roberts with her in June, and I said I will totally try it because I don't read that much romance, and I just haven't tried that much. I've done like historical romances, so this will be, you know, I don't venture much into it, but it was really nice to be asked by a friend specifically, read this with me, and I said I will definitely try it. We'll see what the steam level is like. Carolyn said she couldn't really remember. She didn't remember it being terribly steamy, but she didn't know for sure, so we'll just see what I think. Then the next challenge is have your buddy pick off your shelf a book for you to read. So Carolyn and I did an Instagram video chat, and I showed her just the different books that were kind of top priority for me. So I think I will be doing a try a chapter video. I have big plans for June. I'm also just hoping to vlog the whole month, and then what happens usually is I'll say I'm gonna do a reading vlog, and then I'll have a couple sick days, and then I'll feel like, oh, well, I left out a couple days, and it's going to be disjointed, and I should just stop that, and I should just film what I can and then just put it all together in a mishmash video. So the 3 that Carolyn picked, and these will all look familiar to you for any of you who've been watching my channel for any period of time, is Waterfalls of Stars by Roseanne Alexander, and then, which I feel like if I'm feeling kind of reading slumpy lately, that would be a good pick, a nonfiction memoir. Mr. Penumbra's 24-Hour Bookstore. This is one that my dad gave me. It's just this magical bookstore. Yeah, there are lots of secrets in it. It's just supposed to be very fun and a book for book lovers. And then Labyrinth by Kate Moss. And I thought it sounded like a book that Susanna Kearsley lovers could like. And it involves 800 years ago, although the setting is 2005, so 815 years ago, during the Crusades and in France. So it just sounds really interesting with dual timelines. So those are the three that Carolyn said she thought would be best for me to read. Pick one of those. I'll do a try chapter tag. And let's see, then read a book your buddy gave 5 stars, which I thought was a really fun challenge. So I will pick one of two. The Pale Horse by Agatha Christie is one that Carolyn gave 5 stars, and I think it sounds really like creepy and hopefully not too creepy. It's a standalone by her, but then the other is she also gave the ABC Murders by Agatha Christie 5 stars, and that is the next Hercule Poirot novel I was supposed to read. I hadn't been reading them as much this year because the audiobooks were taken off Hoopla, but then I checked and a lot of them are back, not all of them in the series, but a lot of them are back, including the ABC Murders. So we'll see which one I pick out of there. And then it says a book with your buddy's favorite color on the front. And that can be, Carolyn's favorite colors are blue, purple, and orange. So I will show you, what did I say? Oh, yes, okay. I got confused about what I had picked. So there's one of two here. One is in my TBR stack, and that is Peace Like a River by Leif Enger. I would just be thrilled if I could make my way through this. And I'm just really, that's actually a reading project later on in the year that I'm still enjoying, is the TBR stack project. And then with Bree Hill, we have not read a single Phyllis Whitney this year, so I wanted to remedy that, and we are going to be reading Hunter's Green. And let's see, a summons from Athmore was the last thing that Eve expected. She had run away from the brooding mansion and her ruined marriage 2 years ago. Now a letter and her own uncertain heart compelled her to return. There was no warning. She could not have known that the invitation was not innocent, that she was a pawn in a very deadly game, a game of love and terror and greed, a game she could not hope to win alone. And then let's see what the first sentence is, because these Phyllis Whitney just start, I have no past, I have no future, I have only the immediate present. So it's been too long since I picked up a Phyllis Whitney. The last one was for Cloak and Dagger Christmas. And then the last book prompt is a book about friendship. So I am tweaking it just a little bit, and that is another book from my TBR stack, Joy in the Morning. And so this is about a newly married couple who move across the country to Midwestern University. So they move from Brooklyn, New York. And so it's just about the hardships that they go through in that first year. And I think in any great love story, in any great marriage, there is a great friendship there also. Because you can't keep infatuation forever. So I think just having a good friendship as a foundation is what's going to be there in a great relationship. So that's where I'm going with, a book featuring friendship. Okay. Then the challenges that they have. One is to speak with your buddy once a week. So Carolyn and I are planning on doing a FaceTime date once a week. And that will be really, really fun just to chat and then read some of your book to your buddy. So we are totally copying. Elena said she and Tracey are going to, one of their buddy reads, they're going to read aloud during their weekly face chat that they do, FaceTime. So we're going to read aloud The Blue Castle. We'll read a couple chapters at the beginning of each week. And I think that will be fun. And then watch a book adaptation together. So Carolyn was already planning on joining in. Megan, Hannah, and I for Louisa May 2020 are hosting a watch-along of The Inheritance on Saturday, June 6th. So Carolyn will be joining in that. And then also, we're probably going to watch a Poirot episode together because we love the Hercule Poirot series with David Suchet. And we both own all the DVDs. That's how much we both love them. And then create a bookish quiz for your buddy. So we both decided we're going to do Victorian bookish quizzes, and it's going to be really fun. So we'll do that and one of the times that we FaceTime. And then write a review on social media and have your buddy share it. So I'm planning hopefully on, sharing a fair amount of my reading on Instagram throughout the month, and I will make sure to do that challenge then. So let me know if you are participating in Bookbuddyathon. I think it'll just be a really nice, easy breezy type read along, and it goes over the whole month. I love month-long read alongs, and really looking forward to it. So I will be back for another video, hopefully sooner rather than later. And I am really looking forward to a month of reading books that I enjoy and not forcing any books that I am not enjoying. So yes, and I will leave it there, and I will be back for another video soon. Bye.